fellow South Africans. We are here at Nasrec for inspection in loco, just to see if indeed Nasrec is ready to receive delegates of the EFF who will be coming from all corners of South Africa from the 13th of December to the 16th. We are ready. We've audited our branches. Discussions documents are going to be released, and after the audit of branches, we've sent back the names of branches which have passed the audit together with delegates. There were disputes. Those disputes were resolved, and all provinces have now signed off the credentials as an indication of their happiness with regard to those credentials. And we want to congratulate the branches of the EFF for having conducted peaceful branch people's assemblies where leadership of branches were elected and delegates were also elected. Coming to this conference will be 50-50 representation of all our structures, the regions, the province and the branches, and 10% of the participants will be from the CCT, PCT and RCTs, and 90% will be from branches. So effectively it is a conference of branches. We will have a political report, organizational report and treasurer's report. We will also have messages of support from both international and local guests who are invited here, and will break away into commissions to have a thorough discussion about matters that are of national importance. And then all commissions will discuss the organizational building, because that is what is fundamental. After discussing organizational building, they will now break into their specific topics and give us clear indications and resolutions of how we are going to move forward. There's going to be election of new leadership. Election will be conducted by an independent body, which is led by Terry, former deputy chairperson of the IEC. Nominations will be taken from the floor. All participants will be allowed, from CCT, PCT, RCT and ordinary branch members, to raise their hands and nominate a person they so wish to nominate. In the top 5, a name will be required to get 30% for it to qualify to be on the ballot. And for additional members, a name will be required to get 25% to be on the ballot. The 25% will be 25% of the present delegates who are registered and present in the hall, and who are accounted for through the adopted credentials. I think that's what we wanted to say. The registration will take place on the 13th at UJ Soweto campus, and everyone who's going to pass through the gates here will be an accredited person. No friend of delegate will be allowed closer to the conference venue, and we call upon all fighters to suppress their excitement because they don't want to be in confrontation with the security. To avoid creating a bad image and picture for the EFF, fighters are encouraged, those who are not delegates, to stay far from this venue and watch from television, from Twitter, from all platforms which will be provided for. If you are not a delegate, don't go to a conference. That's part of discipline. That's why we have meetings to elect delegates. So if you come on your own, it means you disrespect the whole process of electing delegates. So what is the point of having BPAs to elect delegates if those with petrol can just drive to a conference venue? That type of a conduct will be highly unacceptable. We are contesting every position. No position is reserved. No one owns a position. All of us, those who want to stand, will be subjected to nominations from the floor. Again, we want to thank our fighters for having exercised restraint, particularly those who were disciplined, and not fell into a temptation to discuss the leadership in the social media platforms or even with the hostile media against the EFF. In the EFF, leadership, it is discussed internally. It is open, but it should not be extended to newspapers, because when it goes out, the media projects it as Malema dumping Godrej Gadi, as Dalimpofu contesting Malema, and all of that. But when it is only us and having that conversation, we understand each other very well, and we understand the type of language we use, which will not be, hostile. So if you look at the video of the chairperson of Mpumalanga, he was having a discussion inside the meeting of the EFF. Some agent provocateur decided to record him and distribute the video, which was unfortunate because even he himself now fell into the trap of discussing the leadership of the EFF with the journalist. A matter that has been raised with him, and he has been reprimanded strongly that it is not done in the EFF to be excited and run all over the media. He has since apologized, and we accepted his apology. Thank you very much.